Hey everyone, it's BigSmoons with a Platinum Review, where I talk about the games that I have the Platinum Trophy or 100% on and what it took to get there. I also review the games based on the amount of fun I had. Among one of the first PlayStation games I played, how does our little purple boy hold up after decades? Let's get started. Spyro the Dragon was developed by Insomniac and released on the original PlayStation in 1998, and young Smoons got a copy in 1999. I remember trying to collect every single thing, even back then, so when a remaster of the original 3 games was announced, I was all in. In 2018, Toys for Bob released a faithful recreation of the original trilogy in the Spyro Reignited trilogy. Today, we're going to look at the first title, Spyro the Dragon. The game kicks off with Nasty Nork casting a spell that encases all of the dragons in the realm into crystal statues, except for one little fella who the spell passes over, Spyro. He meets up with Sparks the Dragonfly and the adventure begins. Spyro doesn't have much in the way of a story. There is the setup and then straight to execution. You know your objective, so get to it.
Thank you for releasing me, Spyro. Free 10 dragons in the artisan world, then find the balloonist. He'll transport you to the next world.
What about Nasty Nork? I'm going after him.
As a kid, Spyro the Dragon was one of the first games I played that had a central hub world with several levels spread across the hub area. There are 6 hub worlds throughout the game, and each world contains several levels. The objective of each level differs, but the ultimate goal is to follow the mostly linear path to the end of it and rescue the dragons along the way. There are also boss fights scattered across the levels as you take on Nasty Nork's crew. The gameplay is consistent throughout. You land in a hub world and find someone who will take you to the next hub world after you reach certain objectives. These objectives are freeing dragons, collecting gems, and grabbing dragon eggs. If you are diligent about collecting them as you go, you will not have to backtrack to previous hub worlds for them. I like how all of the dragons have their own names and appearance. It adds a personal touch when you free them and makes a connection to the ones you are saving.
I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing.
You need 100% in each level. This is very easy to track through the use of your guidebook. It'll tell you exactly what percent you are in each level. It will show you if you're missing any dragons, gems, or eggs. Dragons are usually along the path and hard to miss. The eggs can be found by listening for the thieves' iconic laugh, that I hate so much. The gems are the easiest thing to miss. However, as long as you have your partner Sparks, you can click the left stick and he'll point you toward where they are. And he'll do it with a big smile on his face. You might still have to figure out how to get to where he is facing, but this makes locating gems a breeze. I'll give you these next 2 for free, so don't say I never did anything for you. I give the reignited version of the original Spyro the Dragon an 8 out of 10 for fun. I have so much nostalgia for this game, and playing it again brought back a flood of memories. Memories of sitting on my living room floor with the original PlayStation controller in my hand. I think that's why the game is so fun for me. It reminds me of a simpler time, a time before work and bills. The gameplay is still fun, and Spyro and Sparks are still a great dynamic duo. Gliding, charging, and blowing flames throughout several levels is a blast. My least favorite levels are the flight levels. These levels are timed runs with several goals scattered around. They're fun in their own right, but they detract from what I think makes the rest of the levels great. Let's talk trophies. There are 37 trophies to collect. Only 1 trophy is unmissable. The rest are all for miscellaneous tasks. However, you'll unlock some naturally and others while trying to complete the game to full completion. The only trophy you are guaranteed to get is for riding an air balloon from the first world to the second. Besides that, all of the trophies are level dependent. Every level in Overworld has a specific task for you to complete. Complete the level objective, and the trophy is yours. For instance, in the opening overworld, there's a trophy for finding the hidden level. In that hidden level, there's a trophy for doing a loop around an arch. There is also a trophy for beating the first boss without taking any damage. If you don't mind spoiling some of the levels for yourself, go ahead and take a look at the list as you enter each level. None of the trophies are particularly difficult, but I will note that the hardest trophy in my opinion as far as skill goes is for hitting all the supercharge ramps in the treetops level. The map is set up to encourage you to hit them all in one go, but you'll be moving so fast by the end that it can be hectic. The most time-consuming trophy is for completing the final bonus level that only unlocks once you hit 100% completion in every level. That wraps up all of the trophies. Just check the list at the start of each level and make sure you're beating every level to 100%. The game was originally for children, and it's never difficult to complete the levels, except maybe the flight ones. The game is short enough to be completed in a weekend and is a fun trek through magical worlds. With that being said, I recommend you get that platinum. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video. My life's been a lot more hectic recently, and I found it harder to put together time to complete these videos, but thanks to everyone who's remained patient.